Oh yes, great news. It's been really interesting. So we predicted this. I mean, part of our role has been to work very closely with the banks and develop technology for them to use. And the first thing that we've seen in the Nordic market has been fragmentation. So a lot of competition amongst the banks. And then finally, when a winner emerges, being number 2 and 3 and 4th and so on is going to be very hard. And we've talked about this before. So the next step, natural step in the market is consolidation. And that is what has happened now. So the fact that 106 banks have gone together and is merging the technology and the brand that I created several years back together with the leading brand in Norway is very interesting. And for us as a technology provider into that market, it brings us even more learning. And that's our business. We bring the key learnings and the technology from our home market into an international market, and specifically the European market. And to know and sort of be able to predict the future for banks in Europe is a great asset for us. So we find it very interesting, and we like to bring that technology and the key insights to the European market. So, I mean, Brexit is a huge subject, and we've uttered our voices previously about Brexit. I don't think it's a good thing to leave Europe the way that they've decided to do, and now we'll have to see how that plays out. We don't really know yet. In terms of the Norwegian model, I would not recommend to sort of be half member. Either you're in or you're out. In terms of the administrative challenges of being part member, we know that those are challenging from our membership in Norway. Looking at Brexit specifically, I mean, we work with financial services, and in the UK it's the FCA that's managing the law and the regulation for financial services. And our dealings with them and also what they've decided to do is basically to mimic the rules and regulations from the EU. And in terms of PSD2, which has been a huge subject as well, the FCA has confirmed that they're going to implement in UK law the same elements that we see from the regulatory environment inside the EU. So it's not really going to change a lot from financial services point of view, the way we see it at least, and according to what the FCA is saying. But I don't personally think it's a wise thing to leave the EU. Oh, we had a very good panel about this subject. It was quite interesting. So my prediction is that the future of money, it's all going to be digital, obviously. So we're seeing that already. And in our home market, where we're providing a lot of technology, we see that everything is going digital. Cash is sort of non-existing. And we believe that that is going to be the future of money. So that's the primary future of money. Everything is going to go digital. And as a result of that, you'll see cash being diminished. It's very expensive to operate a cash economy for everyone participating. It's also potentially a key element in criminal activity. So in order to make things more efficient, in order to save on the operation of infrastructure, in order to provide the future of money, you have to digitize it. Then we had a very fruitful and interesting discussion about the position of bitcoins and cryptocurrency, and the technology surrounding it, where I believe that the cryptocurrency technology is probably going to be part of the future. Though it's a bit hyped right now, and it's sort of intertwined with the Bitcoin as a cryptocurrency. I think the blockchain as a piece of technology is interesting, is going to play a role in the future. What role is not really clear yet, because as an infrastructure it's quite complex, and it's costly to operate. It's not as efficient actually as the established infrastructure with point-to-point communication, but it provides transparency, which is interesting. So I guess it's going to play a role in the future of money as well. In terms of cryptocurrency, I hope and wish for that the governments are going to issue the currencies we know and love and use, and to some extent trust, in digital versions that we can use on the blockchain rather than using bitcoins. So future of money, it's digital. Absolutely. It was a very interesting and heated discussion, which I think is fine for any panel. If everyone agrees it's not fun or interesting for the audience. A whole range of really interesting questions at the end as well, which proves that the audience was engaged. So absolutely, it was a good panel and good participants and an engaged audience. So I was glad to participate.